So here's a guy, 82 years old, turned 83 in hospice after the attack. And he's just standing at the door of the garden center at Home Depot. And there's another guy, much younger guy, goes in and just decides he's going to take a cart and put 3 pressure cleaners on it. The total amount, the cost, the value of these things was, what would you say, $800, $899, something like that?
800.
Right. So he goes in and grabs them. And the 82-year-old is the one who has lived 82 years, has known a society where the value system was you don't just steal, you don't just take things, you don't just harm people, you don't just grab stuff that isn't yours, and if somebody tries to, you stop them. Now, he doesn't punch the guy, he doesn't kick the guy, he puts his arm out, like to say, what are you doing, where are you going, you haven't paid for this. And the guy shoves him to the ground. There's video of it. He shoves him to the ground. And there's this 82-year-old grandfather who has worked his whole life, about to retire finally, and he's just dead. And it doesn't make any sense. His sin was he decided to make a couple of bucks on the side, part-time job after he retired from wherever he did his whole life, and instead of allowing somebody to walk out doing something anybody in society would see as wrong, he decides to say, hey, hold on, you got to pay for that. Just puts his arm out. The guy shoves him violently. And think about what happens later, because they know what kind of car he's in, and he had a temporary tag on it. This guy had to go to his car after taking an action that ended up killing a man. Open the trunk, put the stolen goods in, put some more in the back seat, whatever he did, got in the car and headed down the road. Maybe went and grabbed a burger. And this is what society is today. And it doesn't make sense. In a civil society, this doesn't happen. In a civil society, you walk into Home Depot and you realize, if I want something here, I'm going to have to take some money out or use a card and buy it. I'm not going to walk in and steal a bunch of stuff. And I don't care why the guy stole it. He happened to be black, the guy who did it. Appears to be in this video, although the bottom part of his face is covered. You can see the rest of his head. So I don't want to hear about 400 years ago. I don't want to hear about criminal justice. I don't want to hear about mass incarceration or something stupid. I don't want to hear about social justice reform, because even if all that stuff needs to be fixed, and perhaps it needs to be tweaked, it doesn't make it okay for this guy to go steal 3 pressure cleaners from Home Depot and kill a guy on the way out.